straight into it. I know we told y'all last time we had a hard time. Today, we had a little bit of difficulty, but you know, we got it going. I think we pretty good.
We got from 2 hours to like 45 minutes set up.
I mean, and it's gonna be 30 next time. I just know it is. So, as we told y'all, this week's episode is called
Why Y'all Ain't Tell Us.
First things first, we're gonna say surviving the first year of business and everything that happened with Bougie Aunties. Where do we start?
Let's start with the idea. We briefly went across the idea on the pilot.
I want to put that out there first. Before we get anywhere, I know that everybody has their own opinion. Everybody may think whatever they want to think. I just want to say that it's all love. I just want to make that clear, right?
We didn't delete any of our pictures, any of our videos. You can scroll down and see all the members.
Everything is still
We're
there.
still cool with everybody.
I'm going to go back into that. We're going to say surviving first year business. There were a lot of things that happened as far as jumping off and getting something developed. Like we said, this started for fun. And it just happened to turn into a business. Like we said, we started with Halloween. We were like, oh, you know, let's all dress the same. Like, they're dressing the same thing. We kind of was already doing that. I'm not even really sure why. Why was we matching?
Because we're girlfriends.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's just what we do. We just be matching. Like, what you wearing today?
Whenever
like,
somebody comes out with us,
yeah, like,
we're like, so what color we wearing? And
but
you're
you know
like, wait, what? And we're like, yeah.
You know what's crazy? I saw this girl just put on Threads. Real friendship is making sure that you post what you're wearing in the group chat so that nobody's left out. And I wrote back, I was like, that's mandatory in my friend group. Because it's not the color. I always say it's the vibe.
We all got to be going to the same place.
We got to be going to the same place.
So I can't be in heels and, you know, fur and you're in sweats and sneakers. Mm-hmm. We're not going to the same place. If we doing sweats and sneakers, then we bald.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to wear the sneakers I don't have. You know what I'm saying?
So, for example, today.
Look at see our sporty look. Okay.
Yeah.
We ain't going to the same place.
We're not?
We're not.
Dude, I threw on a little jacket.
I ain't got no jacket on.
I mean, what's crazy is we could have wore the same thing because I got this in a different color. Because that would have been the same thing too. Mm-hmm. But anyways, it's just making sure that, you know what I'm saying, like, because, like, let's just be honest. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you wearing this, wearing that. But it's just like, no, like, what we doing today? Or what we saying? I'm not doing a full face. No eyeshadow.
No eyeshadow.
Yeah.
That's half a face.
Yeah.
Eyeshadow is really like making a full face.
Yeah.
No eyeshadow, you can like bop in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, like I'm not doing all of that. And just, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, you stepped out. Shit, let me know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all caught us slipping last week. I ain't had no lashes on. Stephanie's elbow was ashy, but
yeah. No elbows this time, gang.
Yo, you're fucking fine. I made sure to grease up my chest a little bit. So I was like,
and I switched my wig. We outside.
Ain't gonna catch me.
You gonna catch my lace this time, hopefully.
Ooh.
I'm gonna cut that out.
No, transparency. We
okay.
on transparency, right?
Okay.
So yeah, we just want to make sure that everybody like feel good. I think it would also be cool to say how we met. Right?
How did we meet? We would have to start with us.
Okay, but even still, first of all, let's just say shout out to social media. This is like a whole new world. I don't know that people were doing this. Real quick.
We're not gonna sing again?
Oh.
No, just keep going. No one to tell us now. Damn.
That was
we
Aladdin.
Used to have like
I was singing Little Mermaid.
A Whole New World is Aladdin.
It is. It's not the Little Mermaid.
Go back to what she was saying. I hate it here. Sid, come back.
That's crazy. So Stephanie and I met because this one girl, Andrea Benti Vegas. I don't know if y'all know her. She was
a makeup artist.
She's a makeup artist. I don't know that she be posting like that still, or she just don't pop on my timeline as much. Anyways, she was like out with her friends often, and everybody used to be like, oh my gosh, like y'all friendship looks so cool, we want to do this, and she was like, everybody's always saying this, so I'm gonna make this post and I want everybody to drop their like age, location, and something that they like to do, and y'all figure it out and make it do what it do. On that post there happened to be like a place, and it was like the Charlotte Girlies, and so all the Charlotte Girlies, we were like, okay, let's make a group chat. The first group chat we had
like 50 people in there.
No, the first one had 11. No. That's who we went to brunch with. Then it went to 50.
That was not the first group chat.
So the first one was on Instagram. Then we went to GroupMe. But the GroupMe who went to brunch, it was only 11 of us.
Right. The first one was on Instagram and it had like 50 people in there.
Oh. Is that
the second one had...
Because it kept adding. The post was up long and everybody kept wanting to come and they kept adding. Yeah. So then we went out to brunch. Stephanie was at the same table, but she would say that we don't know each other.
I was on call, so I was late. I'm always on call. I'm on call right now. So I got there late, like Kim Kardashian, I'm here. And so then I sat on the opposite side of the table. So she'd be trying to claim me from that January time, and we were not together then.
Oh my goodness.
We were.
Anyways, because we weren't on the same side of the table. But that was the day that we were like in proximity or whatever. A few more instances came out where that group went out, and she and I just kind of never made it to the same ones. But we were like aware of whatever the group was doing. Fast forward, we started hanging out. We had some crazy life instances. We ball, right?
We will tackle those crazy life instances. We shall tackle them.
Listen, you guys are in for a treat. I might be telling my business. I don't know how much of it I'm going to tell. I really haven't had.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta give it all. We have to give it all. So from Messy Fridays.
Messy Fridays was a time. So we met and we was just like, yo, it's just the two of us, because at this point, this big group of people, everybody had found like their pair. And we were like, we just want more friends, but not like we wanted girlfriends and we wanted guy friends. And so at this time, I was perusing dating apps, and Bumble has Bumble Friends, right? Where like, you know, like how you can match on like Hinge or Tinder or something like with guys. Bumble has it for friends and they also have it for business. And so Bumble Friends was really cool because like I always said, like dating the girls was so much easier than the guys.
Sierra was literally sending me girls like the madame that she is. I don't know how I got that name for the group, but she was literally screenshotting girls and I was like, you like her? And I was like, nah. You was like, you like her? And I was like, okay, yeah, she look good. You like her? It was real, like, it was a real LGBTQ moment.
No, I was gonna say like the flavor of love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you pick your contestant.
Okay, it was Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
It really was Love is Blind.
Like, and that's why I say like, honestly, like it still has to be all love with Taj and Sid. Like I genuinely handpicked them. There were others who didn't
make the cut. Make the cut.
There was
crazy,
others who
like,
really didn't make the cut, and so yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like I handpicked them, like
and like and I like curated second approval,
right?
Like,
we curated the experience for
Amen.
them. Like it was all like you know what I'm saying. Like nah, like this one, I like this one. Let me get this one. This one, I like her. Let me get this one. Come to me, stick a butt. Like you know what I'm saying. So we started hanging out. We were going out. Literally first time Taj is a freaking blast. You guys know that was the lit auntie, you know what I'm saying? Like she turned up. Sid, she was all cute, hang out. She knew some things, she knew some other spots. She was doing some things that we weren't doing. It was a good vibe, a good blend, you know what I'm saying? We had a blast. Went out. So fast forward, we're like, oh, what are you guys gonna do for Halloween? We dress up. We the real Stallions of Charlotte. Sid does it at her apartment. She decks the whole thing out. Thanksgiving comes. Stephanie's like, okay, I'll do it at my house. Stephanie got candles and leaves, you know what I'm saying, all over the place. It's real like vibey ambiance. Then Christmas comes. I do Christmas at my house. We got full winter wonderland, like this whole kind of thing. We were supposed to do New Year's. New Year's didn't go by, but we still like, you know what I'm saying, like everything went through and we had so much fun. And we was just like, well, other people start seeing it and I was like, dang, like I want to come, or can I bring my friends?
What I will do is I will repost some of the
that would be good.
I'll repost the reels on the page, but however, we used to have confessional rooms.
Ooh.
And that's where it got crazy. So because of the confessional rooms, we kept getting DMs like, yo, when is the next one? Like, this is real hot. And so we were like, well, okay, so let's up it a notch and make this available to others. However, it got a little crazy because we didn't know it was going to turn into this.
Yeah.
So that's how we pretty much got it started. The February, we took our first all black pictures. We did a color theme for the page, as you can see. Just scroll down, and we just led on from there. So we're at a year.
I was gonna say, now literally, like, just like think of the timeline. So mind you, I'm saying like we're being friends, right? The timeline is Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then February we took pictures like, yo, we outside. Right?
That's when Bougie Aunties
That was
came
when
out.
Bougie Aunties
the
came
first
out.
reel.
That was in February.
February 2023.
2023. April,
we had first Bay Soiree.
Bay Soiree. And like, for us to be not promoters, never done this, we were charging to bring that kind of experience. Like, it wasn't anything huge, but it was, I think that it was beautiful. I think it was a vibe. I think that it got the attention
that we needed. The thing about the Bougie Aunties and why we are who we are is because we really like an aesthetic based experience. And
everything.
so
It has to
the
look like
curation of it all is really what brings us to the table. So we're having past hors d'oeuvres. We're like, what doesn't Charlotte have? Or like, what are we not experiencing that we want to dress up really nice? You know, Charlotte is a real cool place, real chill place. You can come out in your sneakers, you can come out in the athletic wear, whatever you want to do, but we want a vibe to where we were like, nah, we're thinking Rock Nation brunch. That's what our whole theme was in our mind. So we want past hors d'oeuvres, we want champagne only. We didn't want a whole bunch of liquor. We want a band, we want a DJ. So that was more so the vibe that we were going for. And that might knock out a lot of people. However, you know, you fit in where you fit in.
Yeah, you get it where you fit in. And so for our event, that was something that we really pushed forward. Like, come on, we want y'all to put on y'all Sunday's best. Like, it's spring. Like, that's the vibe. Pastel colors. Like, really dress up. Feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have the live music playing. We're going to have the DJ. So it's just, we ain't, like, our cocktails were strong now.
They were strong.
They were definitely strong,
Everyone
but it was
was
still
lit.
like we
They all
did
had a good
champagne.
time.
Like, it just felt like a classy kind of situation. Like, very elegant. And that's really what our vibe is. That's what we go for. And I think that we executed pretty well.
We really did. I think we sure did. And you know, this time around we are having it en Blanc, which is May 18th. And so that's going to be at El Thrifty. So it's not going to be so much all outside like last time. This time around, because it's all white, we wanted to make sure everyone was still comfortable and not
get too hot
sweating.
in your white.
Yeah, in the white. So we did it a little bit more indoor. We do have a couple sections on the patio. It's a smaller patio, but it's still, it's still bougie, baby.
Definitely still bougie. But let's take it back. This is a perfect thing. So we felt like the event was executed perfectly, right? But why y'all ain't tell us that we needed to make sure that we had an appropriate contract so that we could be appropriately compensated?
Listen, we did so well and made no money. Let's keep it a buck.
We're going to keep it a buck.
We didn't make a dime because basically we just balanced it out.
Yeah. We essentially broke even.
Yeah, we broke even. We sold out all our tickets and all our sections.
Right.
But
and we were so proud of that. 18 sections.
18 sections.
18 sections is crazy if you ask me, for somebody who ain't never threw a party. And I really
never
like, you know what I'm
anything.
saying? We were able to get people like, come out, you and your friends buy this section. Like, that was crazy. We thought that we was killing it.
Until
we was just like,
you know, the owner of the building was like, so, you know, you still have to pay this, and that. And we were like, wait a minute. I thought we already covered that.
Shoot.
Long story short, make sure you have a contract in line. But, you know, they ain't tell us that. We were supposed to have a certain contract and all that. We were just like, oh, can we do our party here? And they're like,
literally,
yeah.
But do you remember, like, that day at Optimus Hall, we were downstairs, we walked by like, this look nice.
This
hey, can we have it here? Yes, love it.
Yeah, we're like, thank you. We're so excited. Child.
Yeah, first event, right? And it's definitely a learning experience. And again, we didn't expect to come out the gate, you know what I mean? Like, profiting nothing crazy.
But you know what I'm saying?
Just even still, like, learning and understanding the logistics of that and how to do that. So from there, we started meeting other people because now our content, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? We put this stuff out. Now there are other people who are, like, noticing, like, wow, what y'all did is dope. Like, I see your page. I think you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what the vision is, what you guys are going for. I'd love to collab, right? So then, you know what I mean? Our mission was to partner with other small businesses to help garner attention for them so we can get, like, mutual growth. And that's when you guys saw us do Warmack Wednesdays.
So the thing about Warmack Wednesdays was, you typically have people that's OGs in the game, right? And so when you have OGs in the game, you tend to like follow them. You're asking them questions. You're trying to get a perspective that again, none of us, all four of us, did not know. Mm-hmm. So we kind of piggybacked off of like particular people, and they were excellent. They really put us in the game.
Not to say like they were definitely helpful, right?
Very helpful. However, because there's no like having a middleman becomes very difficult when you're not speaking to the actual building owner, the person in charge. What happens is a lot of things get left in between or lost in between. And so like we might have a vision, the middleman might have a vision, however the owner does not have that same vision. So now it becomes a thing where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing and why are you doing this?
That restaurant owner essentially just wanted to put restauranteering at the forefront and not so much the vibe that we were curating. When we finally, once the whole thing fell apart and we were able to have another sit down and say, like, we finally get to the owner, he's like, man, like, I hate that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I missed this opportunity with you guys, but like, I get what you're saying and I get your perspective, but that's not what I was communicating. And so this is just not what I had planned for my establishment. And it's like, it's not that there's anything wrong, but I was trying to make this like, I wanted somebody to come in who was going to push the menu. And I see what you guys are doing, but this isn't the way that I envisioned it. You know what I mean? For my space. And so we had to separate and part ways. And from there, just learning with that, talking with other people, then we started continuing, like, now it's like back to back to back to back. Now we're meeting all type of business owners, all type of promoters, entrepreneurs, people who claiming that they want to be investors. Like,
here's the thing about being an all-female business entity. In this particular field, like, you know, it's very male dominated.
Extremely male dominated.
Like at least 90% at this point. And so, you know, when guys are like, oh, we want to invest with you, we want to collab with you, let's have a meeting. So we set up such a meeting. They want to connect first. Now, what's the word?
He said build synergy.
We want to build synergy with us. And so, you know, we set up these meetings. We go to these dinners after work. I'm exhausted. Everyone's tired. And they just really want to talk it out. But in a sense, kind of like flirt it out. And I mean, we're not green, so we know that's part of the game. But like, you really sell us a dream. And it's not that we like dream takers. But it's just like, because we're not coming over like, oh, like, we're so dumb. Like, we mean business.
And
we come with our own stuff. We come with our own information. We understand everything. But you really talk to us like you're really about what you're saying, and then don't respond or don't send the proper emails or
when you don't get the attention back that you thought should have come from what we are considering this business meeting.
It's a date.
Probably felt like a date to them.
Date.
And so
and
when
he's
we're
taking 4 girls out on a date, or sometimes 2, because majority of the time, Sierra and I would cover more of the business side of it all.
Like, just as far as being able to attend the meetings and things, like, so now you feel like you're on a date. And like Stephanie said, like, we not green. We knew from the beginning, like, we're women, we're attractive women. At the end of the day, the day gotta end, right? Like, we know, like, men are like that, but it's we had a talk amongst ourselves from the first man. Who was the first man to hit us up? Kenny.
Was it?
Yes.
No.
Yes, he invited us to Encore. Remember, the weekend after Day Soiree.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Shout out to Ken Beck. He's the only one that remained.
Yeah, but he was the first guy who had reached out, and we were like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to be coming at us. We got to make sure that we hold ourselves to a particular standard and not fraternize with now who is this industry of people who have become our peers, right? Or co-workers, or whatever the case may be, like anybody in entertainment or nightlife or industry, because we didn't want to blend.
So here's the thing. We're all women, but we're all also very single. And so you have 4,
You very single?
Huh?
Oh.
At the time,
okay.
we were all very single.
Okay, I just wanted to.
You being messy. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Sierra. So at the time, we were all very single and not dating industry men.
We weren't dating anybody, were we?
So anyway, we had to make a rule of not crossing boundaries between our personal lives and our business lives because, some of these men are attractive. Let's keep it a buck. You got niggas with, I can't say that.
Yeah.
You got people with money, like, you know what I'm saying? They're popular, they're stuff like that. It's like, it feels like high school all over again, to be fair. And so it's just like, don't get caught in the limelights, in the flashlights of like, oh, now you're getting closer to these people. So
like, what are we here for? Why do we get started?
Right. So we established a boundary. No dating in the industry.
People,
at least until
people, that's what I say. People that we feel like we could partner with.
Until we establish a foundation for ourselves, because we're so very new. A business is not new until like 2 years later. We're like 9 months out at this point. You know what I'm saying? So like we're still Stephanie, Sierra, Sydney, and Tosh. And so we're trying to get our name out. So we had to make sure not to make any personal relationships in the event somebody fall out. Now we're blackballed in a sense. We did come across that a time or two. No? So like,
we had the rules, but let's just say that
the rules were motherfucking broken.
Oh. The rules got broken. Okay.
And so, there has been a time where we walk into a building and then they're like, oh, Bougie Aunties, I don't fuck with them though. What? I beg your pardon. You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, like, we were like, okay, this cannot happen again. So when you're throwing in personal relationships, feelings, and everything in between with 4 girls in a male-led industry, you're going to come across some problems.
Now listen, like, we're going to take it for a little twirl real quick. Y'all see what's going on with Diddy?
Hello?
Y'all done heard about the stuff that happened with Russell Simmons. So not only is it male dominated, these are also people who have like what's considered to be tenure, right? We're the new kids on the block at the end of the day. So it's kind of like, it puts you in a sticky situation where you feel like you gotta like play the game. This is another thing I would say that was on topic for today is YALL Ain'T Tell Us about the importance of, like, for one, like solid mentors and building like true and genuine connection, right? And so again, like, it's very difficult with a male dominated industry and being women to say that we're going to build connection that people don't try to take to another level.
Correct. And so, it is very hard to find that just in general, even within friendships. And, and that's, I feel like we came across some issues with that as well. So with that being said, we did have another person. There was a guy around us all the time. He was in our videos. You know what I'm saying? He was we shouted him out in our other podcasts. Like, are we being all like?
That's crazy. Like, I don't know that I was ready for that one right there.
Are we being,
okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Are we being 100? Like, if you look back in our videos, like, you would see like there was other people with us. And so, again, the boundaries, like, it's a very thin line and a very blurred line. And so we really hate that, some, like, it appeared as if, like, there was fallouts and stuff, but it just really wasn't that simple. It was a matter of, like, friendships, starting a business with all 4 friends, which is extremely difficult to do. And, like, again, why y'all ain't tell us? We thinking, like, let's start we're all friends, let's start a business. That's not how it works, right? Because everybody doesn't have the same mindset in that nature. So as friends, if we want to turn up and go out, we could all do that. We want to go to dinner, we could all do that. But starting a business and all the intricacies in a business, everyone does not have that business mindset and that power in them to push forward anything.
No
and so what. That's exactly what happened to Bougie Aunties.
I'm not even gonna say. I'm gonna say also, like, the thing with Stephanie, like I said, like, Stephanie's my dog. Like, we can talk literally how many different chats are we in together?
5.
At least, right? Like, I can talk to Stephanie in my personal like one-to-one text message. I can talk to her in our business chat. I can talk to her at the time we had we still have it. Like our 4 friend chat, right? Mind you, the 4 of us are in the business chat and the 4 of us have a friend chat. Mm-hmm. Like a personal friend chat.
Our IG chat.
And then we have our IG chat. Then we have like
executive board.
Then we had the Bougie Aunties IG chat too, because there was like the personal IG for like, you know what I'm saying, we want to go outside, but then it was like, oh look, creative things over here.
So we made a bougie chat.
We had we had another bougie chat on Instagram.
What's that? That's for?
We got the executive board. We got Kids Angels. Like we got me, you, and Kheema. Like
Kheema.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like we be talking. I could scroll down my text message list right now, and I bet you Stephanie is in the first 5 conversations, and it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but we be having different things to talk about,
and we're talking about different things, like
all at
the same time. So now I will say that's something that we were able to do. Me and Stephanie could be falling out personally
in one chat
and in the business chat. Like, yeah. So did you send that? Great. Email sent. Stat. Pronto.
But still sending memes on Instagram.
And then sending memes on Instagram. Like, can you believe this? You remember when that nigga did that shit? And then you're like, no, because why did you say that? Like, we just really be doing anything, really right? Like, but I don't know. Now maybe this is a Gemini. They say like split personality thing. Maybe that's why we were able to like this is top tier compartmentalization. Like because we were able to do that, like in those segments and
separate literally,
like like separate what we were talking about. But the group of us, we weren't all able to do that or always understand like, hey,
this is business and this is friendship and this is us going out and this is our like everyone can do that. And so you know, it became. You know what I mean? Like, it was something It became exhausting. It became exhausting.
To heal through. It was like we have to heal through all of the things. It's like I said, me and Stephanie, like we told y'all the first thing, we gonna fight and we gonna argue, but we gonna figure it out. 9 times out of 10, we be saying the same thing. We just be saying it very differently. And by the time we be like, all right, excellent. So now what?
Lovely.
Atuka. Like, come on now, like what we talking about? So, you know, it just works for us because we're able to move along. It also works for us because we're able to be raw and honest with one another. I think that is extremely important.
Not even the honesty, the rawness. The rawness is the most important part. Because
you always say, what you don't like to what?
I don't like to baby people.
And walk on
eggshells. Like, you know, if I have to, we talked about this in our previous podcast. Make sure y'all go watch some videos. If you have to walk on eggshells all the time, and like just even your personal relationships, like if you have what is it? Like a
relationship?
No. Like I'm a natural nurturer. And so what I attract in men is the cuckoos. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who needs like that.
Shout out to the cuckoos trying to resurface. Oh, never mind.
No comment, chick.
We are on a roll.
Shout out to the army. So anyway, like
remember
if you have.
Remember what Tosh said that? List your ass in the army.
List your ass in the army. Like, people, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I gotta do that in my relationships, I can't be doing that with my friends as well. Like, because where do I get to turn off? You know, like,
just be yourself.
I get to be myself. I don't have to walk on eggshells. Then I'm never off. I'm always on call. And it's no longer fun. You might as well be my bitch.
But we said that, you know, I always say that to you. Stephanie hates it. Like, we would have fallen outs, and like, she's like, but what is the problem? And I'm like,
I love you! Girl, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Like,
she don't want to love me, y'all. It's so crazy. But no, like, seriously, I think that, like we said, like, the rawness, like, literally, was this yesterday? Like, we was outside, like, being our friends, this regular friend time. Stephanie had to check me, like, girl, you was doing a lot. Like, and I'm like, I probably was. I was probably a little loud. My delivery's probably a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean no harm. I promise I didn't. Like, you know? Like, when you're dealing with a dynamic of people, when you're dealing with different things, remember, I always used to talk about this. Shout out to network marketing, because this is how I learned, like, people and their personality types and what they require. So Stephanie says that means that she's still on. For me, that means I just think that, I don't know, like, I'm just able to assess what kind of people are and how to deal with them.
I don't know how to do that.
Not so that you don't care to.
That. It's not that I don't care to. It's like, you mean like care to understand the different people.
No, cater to cater to the perspectives.
Correct.
Or like, so that, like, even so that they don't like
not cater to perspectives. No, I don't think it's that. It's not so much catering to different perspectives. It's catering to personalities that I don't feel like are necessary to be or like-minded to me.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if they don't, like, if somebody is not, like, they have a particular way of doing things and it's not really how you vibe, like, you don't care to, like, join in that.
Let's just be 100%. It's more so on the needy vibe.
But see, that's your perspective, though. Like,
no, how is that a perspective?
Because, like, where you say needy, like, I can say, like, it's the opportunity for me to be helpful. Right? Like,
so you like being helpful in that sense?
I mean, I would just, like, I think that it's a part of who I am. Like,
but I'm the nurturer. So you get what I'm saying?
But
like,
you nurture in a different kind of way.
But that's still being a needy, though. So, like, I'm willing to do that to nurture your neediness. But if you're just doing it for no good reason
I think
at all,
you nurture your men.
And need the attention. If you don't think I nurture y'all when we were all four of us, there's no way I would be able to be here. There's absolutely no way.
I don't know that you were nurturing it as much as you were walking on eggshells. Because nurturing it would be that you were doing the, okay, I understand.
No, I don't think that's a perspective.
Okay.
I think me nurturing would be me not cussing you out.
That's not nurturing.
That is nurturing.
No, that's withholding.
If I'm walking on eggshells and not being myself, I'm now nurturing your needs.
No.
If I cannot express myself to you the way I would do it, if you're like, I'm having a meltdown, I don't know what to do,
and you say,
and I'm just like,
have your time, I'm gonna walk away.
No,
because that's exactly what you did.
That's not
Stephanie,
okay. That's one time. Oh my God, that's one time.
That's what I'm saying. The difference between like nurturing and withholding. So like you said, if somebody's doing something and it's not like what you vibe with, if we're like you said, having a meltdown, like, no, because I don't understand. Like when you be like, cause you being spicy right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I'm not being spicy. Like, but you like fine, like, and you're just gonna not talk. You didn't nurture what was happening.
So I don't think me nurturing, but like, okay, well then what's the problem?
That's nurturing, though.
No, that's not.
Perspective.
I don't think that's nurturing.
Because I think like when someone's having
you're just you're feeding into someone's meltdown. And that's what to me that's not nurturing.
Yeah,
no,
I'm nurturing your meltdown. Like I'm allowing it to happen.
I don't know if that's what nurturing means. I just don't think that's what nurturing really has to be. And again, all of it is with intent, right? And so my thing is like, you're feeding something, and nurturing is, you have a child. Let's say you have a 2-year-old and they're having a full meltdown in Target. They're tossing themselves on the fucking floor. Nurturing them by, sweetie, don't do that. Are you okay? Why are you doing it? That's not nurturing. You're now feeding a language that they're doing by letting them toss around like this and do whatever they want. But me nurturing would be like, enough.
That's not nurturing, Stephanie.
Okay, come and you get down to their level. Talk to me. Use your words. What's going on? What's the issue? Okay. Well, I want grapes.
Yeah! Trigger. It's crazy.
I'm not triggered. It's just that was the quickest thing. But what I said, I was I gotta cut that fuck out.
No, you don't.
The moral of the story is, it's extremely hard having a group of people and really just catering to everyone's needs. Like, it becomes very difficult. And when you throw in a business on that, it's nearly impossible.
It's like, it's given like a, what y'all call them? Like a polyamorous, a polygamous relationship.
What?
like when I say the difference between, like we were saying, nurturing and feeding, whatever. Like I always say, like if I'm a clingy person and you know I want to be touchy-feely, you need to be clingy and touchy-feely on me. If I say like I need reassurance, you need to be reassuring me. And you may not feel like all of that's necessary, but if you've decided to be in relationship with me, then I feel like you feed what I need. I feel like that's how you nurture the relationship for its continuance by recognizing
an intimate relationship.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You prefer not to do that in your friendship.
But so what friend?
I said
like,
prefer.
No,
not that you won't. You don't prefer.
No, and so when you say touchy and feely in regards to friendship, what does that mean?
No,
like,
that was just like an example.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so, I feel like a lot of the times the lines get blurred, and like sometimes with women is like you have to also understand that. Yeah, it's a relationship. Yeah, it's a friendship, but I'm not your intimate partner. And so the blurred lines is because you're wanting, or you're so needy. But it's just like, then you need a partner for that.
I disagree.
And I guess friendships are intimate.
I was going to say, I think friendships are intimate.
Yeah, they are intimate, but not the same intimate as your personal relationship.
Mm-hmm. So like, there's a thing about you that's like it's nurturing and it's momming. So if we're gonna say, okay, yeah, you're momming the situation, think of how moms actually are. The kids keep like, oh, mom, I need a hug, and the mom is gonna go give the kid a hug. When their kid is crying, they're gonna go give them a hug. But when mom is just like, I need a break, I'm touched out, the kids don't give a fuck. They in the bathroom with you while you pooping, chilling, because they don't care. They got no boundaries. And I can say I understand that on your behalf, and that sucks for you,
but oh well.
But I think it's a part of. But you can't take one part of the nurturing and then not take the other side of it, and that's what I'm trying to say for you. And I mean, again,
meaning I can't have a boundary.
No, not even in just friendships though. I'm gonna tell you, even in relationships, I think that happens to you because it's all encompassing of who you are and the energy that you give out. Like, so what you give out, that's what people give back to you. It's just not to your benefit. And it sucks. I completely agree that it sucks because like you said, you should be able to have boundaries and people should be able to respect it. But that's just like the same thing with me. Because I'm so much of a helper and so much of a servant, and people know that they can come to me and you say, oh, Sierra, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And I'm always going to do it. The minute when I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this, now I'm the bad guy. Oh, now you're not doing this. Oh, you finished kissing ass? Right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so accustomed to me doing things that now it's like I'm supposed to do that all the time. But I can't ever exercise that boundary. It's unfair to me. But that's what happens when this is what I put out. Like, I'm volunteering myself to say, hey,
I don't volunteer.
I'm not saying
myself.
no. I'm not. You like.
I don't volunteer.
You volunteer nurturing. Like
I do not volunteer.
You do,
nurturing.
but that's what I'm saying. It's a part of who you are. You can't.
But that's
even
not
if
volunteer. That's not. That's involuntary.
You involuntarily nurture, but it's like you give it without anybody requesting it. Is what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody has to ask you.
I don't agree. So, like
if somebody come in your house, you're gonna make sure that you have out a spray. Nobody asked you to line up the wine glasses.
That's different. But I'm talking more so deeper. So, like, for example, I don't know why you decide like I'm the person that you want to tell all like because I didn't be like, oh, tell me all your deepest secrets.
No, but
like you just look at me. So look, this is what happened to my life. It's like, but I did not. That's not voluntary.
No, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's energy. So, the moral of the story is.
Business with friends is very difficult, guys. Difficult. And that's the tea. Ain't no big, I think that he took my man, she took my man. It wasn't nothing like that.
No.
No.
Bye.